Call regular board meeting, 7:00 p.m. Please rise to the pledge of allegiance.
Okay.
Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Did you do it?
Roll call, please. Who? Here.
Treasurer Anderson,
Yes.
trustee Appy,
Here.
trustee Ostling,
Here.
clerk Squires. Here.
Thank you. Okay, on to the agenda for this evening. There is one addition, folks, to the agenda. It came in late. It had to do with infrastructure that needs an approval for the fire department to continue to get this taken care of. It'll be number 9, and it is a well repair at Station 3 on West Higgins Lake Drive. The bid exceeds the ability of the department head to make that decision without the board approval. So that'll be number 9, well repair. Is there any other board member have any other additions or corrections to this evening's agenda? Hearing none, then with the addition of 9, I would entertain a motion that the board accept the agenda as delineated here. So moved. Moved by Treasurer Anderson. Do I have support? Support, Clerk Squires. Any further discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same. That motion carries. We are on to the approval of the consent agenda. And so I would entertain a motion that the board would approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll make that motion.
So motion by trustee Appy.
Second.
Support by Treasurer Anderson. Any further discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. That motion carries. The elected officials report, folks, they're out there on the back table or the side table over there. I would entertain a motion at this time that the elected officials reports be approved and placed on file. Board members, anybody make a motion?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Ostling,
I'll support that.
support by trustee Appy. Any further discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same. That motion carries. We are now on to the first portion of the public comments for the evening, and this will be on the agenda items only, 1 through 9. This particular section, 1 through 9. There's a second one at the end of the meeting for something that might be off topic, if you will. Is there any public comments out there at all regarding 1 through 9, items 1 through 9? Okay, not seeing or hearing any, then we'll continue on with our new business. The first order of the business is the ceremonial swearing in of Officer Dylan Sherrow. Chief Mashinsky, please make sure the microphone's on.
Can you hear me?
Hear you now.
All right. First, I'd just like to say a few words about Dylan. He came to us back in the early spring, I guess it would be, looking for employment. And we just so happened to have a spot open, and we got the approval from the board to sponsor him in the academy, which started in August. And he spent the last 17 weeks in the police academy. He's local. He's from St. Helen in Roscommon, so we're super excited about that. But like I said, he spent the last 17 weeks in the academy, and I went to the graduation last Friday, and they had their little PowerPoint up with the photos from the academy, and I don't think there was one photo that he wasn't smiling in. So I thought the academy was a lot harder than that, the way I remembered it. But anyway, he passed and made it through, and started Monday at the PD with some training, and then he'll start his FTO process, which will be about 14 weeks, and we look forward to him to finishing that up hopefully around March or so. And then we're super excited to have him, which him getting out of the academy puts us back to full staff. So that'll be really nice coming in the summertime for 2026 for us. And I think he's pretty excited about being here. So with that, I'll have him come up and we'll do the formal swearing in and get some photographs.
Sounds good. The floor is yours. Family members, you can come up at any time, take pictures, that kind of, this is your time to get what you feel like you need. Uh, Buzz, I don't know whether you totally managed or to everything, but it is a law enforcement family back here. It's Alan from Richfield Department of Public Safety, and his brother Ethan is with Roscommon County. And we're pleased as peach to pick up Dylan as an addition to our staff. We do think he looks much better in blue, so. Talk loud.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Would you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I, Dylan Cheryl,
I, Don Sherrill,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
to support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Michigan,
of the State of Michigan,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of police officer
the duties of police officer
in and for
for
the Township of Gerrish,
Township of Gerrish,
County of Roscommon,
County of Roscommon,
State of Michigan,
State of Michigan,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Oh my God.
So help me God.
You want to go ahead?
And for me.
It's picture time. And
It's
finish.
blessed since I've been here to be able to do that. I knew that was. That's the case. I'll keep. As long as we can keep a full house, right? Right on.
Here, I can take.
Take me. Oh my goodness, quiet in here. Did I say the last name properly? Is it Cheryl? They ain't related. Yeah, they are so related. They would, yeah, so related. We'll just add people.
Don't know where to look, huh?
Hands up. Always you.
Granny down.
Sorry, no delay.
No, we love this.
Don't go away. Grandma's gonna want to get pictures of
Yeah.
you and.
Please.
You stand in the middle.
Yeah.
That was funny. Lord.
You want us to bend over?
You guys kneel? No. I'm just proud to ball on you. Yeah. Oh, that'd be perfect.
There we go. Take your time. This is your
Yeah,
time. Get the photos.
Absolutely. All the time you want. Getting in there. What is he trying? It's okay. You're kind we're coming to that. Oh, can I go with you, Chief? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Across the. We saw him in everybody. Don't forget that either, right? You guys good? Yes, okay.
Congratulations, Dylan. Welcome aboard. Going to be great to see our PD actually back to full staff after I don't know how many years. in the environment of recruiting and retention. 4 years now, is it? It's fantastic. So happy to have him back. This is also the point where I let the family know that you don't have to write it out, the entire 8 other items on the agenda with us. You may feel free to leave. It is not rude. I will give you your opportunity to exit stage left. Also, Dylan, I don't know whether your mom or anybody else hasn't seen where you're working at, but the chief, I'm sure, can give them a quick tour too.
You're there for that hour.
You were there? Right? Outstanding. And like I said, don't feel bad if you feel like you got to go. So we understand it. Thanks much. Okay, very good. On to number 2. This is the Gerrish Township Fire Department Life Pack 35 cardiac monitors. It's actually a letter of agreement. So I would entertain a motion from the board that the board authorize Chief Gilliam to sign a letter of agreement with Life Pack 35 for the purchase of 2 cardiac monitors to be purchased at this year's pricing with the delivery and payment after April 1st of 2026. Anybody willing to make that motion?
So moved.
Moved by Treasurer Anderson,
I'll support.
or Trustee Appy. Any further discussion, board? Hearing none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same, motion carries. We're on to number 4, which is the resolution resolution to remove Gerrish Township representatives from the Gerrish Line Utility Authority Board and to rescind the approval of the bylaws and articles of incorporation. So you're going to have to sit through as I read this entire thing here.
If you need help, holler.
I'm good. So
Call help for you.
I'm going to be asking for a motion and a support when I am done with this, based on this resolution. Resolution number 2025-12-09-10. This is a resolution to remove the members of the Gerrish Line Utility Authority and to dissolve the authority in accord with dissolution plans adopted by each constituent township. Whereas the Gerrish Line Utility Authority was established by Gerrish Township on April 13, 2021, and Lyon Township on April 21st, 2021, pursuant to Public Act 233 of 1955, MCL 124.281, for a sewage disposal system as defined in the act. Whereas pursuant to MCL 124.282, the GLUA Articles of Incorporation were adopted by both constituent municipalities and published in the Holton Lake Resorter for the express purpose of the authority to acquire, own, improve, enlarge, extend, and operate a sewage disposal system. Whereas Article 5 of the Articles of Incorporation provide the authority shall continue in existence perpetually or until dissolved by the act of the parties or by law, so long as any such dissolution would not operate as an impairment of any bonds, obligations, or contracts. Whereas each constituent municipality has taken which recognizes the purpose for which the authority was created, i.e. to acquire, own, improve, enlarge, extend, and operate a sewage disposal system as that term is defined in the act, no longer exists. Whereas on February 12th, 2025, the GLUA board passed a motion which recognizes the purpose for the authority was created has been eliminated and recommended that both Gerrish Township and Lyon Township initiate the necessary steps to dissolve GLUA. Whereas both constituent municipalities have approved a dissolution plan that require the following to wit: A, the current GLUA board commit to each of the following steps to complete the dissolution of GLUA. GLUA retain a qualified auditor within 10 days to begin and complete an audit and authority finances since inception as required by Article 16 of the Articles of Incorporation, including a concise list of all grant monies or any donations received with names and address of donors and all expenditures therefrom. Number 2 of that, immediate cancellation of all existing contracts on behalf of GLUA to stop any work which is in progress except the audit. Number 3, immediately notify all governmental entities of the pending dissolution. Number 4, pay all outstanding obligations within 60 days. Number 5, immediately close out any pending grants. Number 6, return all remaining unspent funds, prorate those to who donated within 60 days. Once confirmation is received, the GLUA checking account has reached zero or will reach zero and has been reconciled. Both constituent townships pass the appropriate resolutions to remove all board members of GLUA. C, both constituent townships pass a resolution to rescind the approval of the bylaws and articles of incorporation of GLUA, publish a copy of the resolution with the Houghton Lake Resorter, and provide a copy to both the Michigan Secretary of State and Roscommon County Clerk, and therefore dissolve the existence of GLUA as an authority created under Public Act 233 of 1955, MCL 124.281. Whereas on October 14, 2025, GLUA, through its Board of Trustees, adopted a resolution requesting Gerrish and Lyon Township to remove their members of the authority and to dissolve the authority in accordance with the applicable statute, but also adopted a resolution to monitor and disperse any remaining funds. Whereas Gerrish Township has been informed and advised that $0 will remain in the GLUA account for distribution consistent with the GLUA resolutions identified above and have been distributed in equal portions to Gerrish Township and Lyon to be used for purpose to benefit the health of Higgins Lake, as each township board shall determine in its discretion. Whereas these two final disbursements have been completed and cleared the bank and the checking account closed, is considered reconciled and closed. Now, therefore, it is resolved the provisions of Section C of the dissolution plan referenced above shall be implemented as follows. Gerrish Township hereby removes the members appointed or designated to represent Gerrish Township effective immediately. Number 2, Gerrish Township hereby rescinds its approval for the bylaws and articles of the incorporation of GLUA. Number 3, a copy of the resolution shall be published with the Houghton Lake Resorter, and a copy shall be provided to the Michigan Secretary of State, Roscommon County Clerk, and therefore dissolve the existence of GLUA as an authority created under Public Act 233 of 1955, MCL 124.281. Be it further resolved that upon the adoption of Lyon Township of a similar resolution, GLUA shall hereby cease to exist. So now I'm asking for a board member to make the motion to adopt that resolution.
So moved.
Moved by Treasurer Anderson.
Support.
Supported by Trustee Osling. And roll call, please.
Supervisor Hill,
Yes.
trustee Appy,
Yes.
trustee Ostling,
Yes.
clerk Squires,
Yes.
treasurer Anderson.
Yes.
Thank you. We have 5-0, so the resolution passes. We did say a few parting comments at the work session on the little end of thing. We appreciate all of our 3 members, especially, and anybody else that represented us in that time. Thank them very much for their for their work, determination, and on this project. So. All right, any other board member want to make a comment at all about that? All right, very good. Moving on to number 4. Number 4 is a necessary resolution of exemption from Public Act 152 of 2011. This has to do with publicly funded health insurance. And I will go ahead and read this one. And again, I'll be looking at the end for an adoption of that. It's something we have to do every year as we shop our insurance, public health insurance. So this is resolution number 2025-12-09-11, resolution exemption of requirements of Public Act 152 of 2011. Whereas the Publicly Funded Health Insurance Contribution Act of 152 of 2011, enacted by the legislature of the state of Michigan on September 27, 2011, is intended to limit a public employer's expenditures for employee medical benefits, to provide the power and duty for certain state agencies and officials to provide for exceptions and to provide for sanctions. And whereas under the provisions of Public Act 152 of 2011, public employers in the state of Michigan are to adopt by January 1 of each new year provisions providing for compliance with the requirements of Public Act 152 of 2011. And whereas mandates within the act requires the public employers choose certain cautionary obligations for employee health insurance premium, and whereas section 8 of Public Act 152 allows that by a 2/3 vote of its governing body each year, a local unit of government may exempt itself from the requirements of the act for the succeeding year. And whereas the Gerrish Township Board has historically recognized its role as a steward for the public fund entrusted to it, that it must efficiently manage those limited resources and traditionally engages in reviews of employee compensation packages to maximize both employee satisfaction and fiscal responsibility. And now, therefore, be it resolved, the Township of Gerrish, Roscommon County, Michigan elects to opt out of Public Act 152 of 2011 for the next succeeding year, 2026. And be it further resolved that Gerrish Township Board acknowledge its responsibility to revisit its options and responsibilities under Public Act 152 of 2011 on an annual basis. So I am now looking for a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Moved by Clerk Squires. Do we have support?
Second.
Support by Treasurer Anderson. Any further discussion on the approval of the resolution? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Osling,
Yes.
trustee Hoppy,
Yes.
clerk Squires,
Yes.
treasurer Anderson,
Yes.
supervisor Hill.
Yes. I can declare the resolution adopted by 5-0. Thank you. And the second part of that is the meeting that we held with we have a healthcare cost containment committee. And they sent us a recommendation so that we could evaluate PA 152, 2011 and evaluate our coverage. And so you all board, you got it. We read it at the last work session. Basically the crux of it is the committee's recommending we Priority Health HSA HML Gold G16 plan to the Priority Health HSA HML Gold G251 plan, as our current plan is no longer available for renewal. This plan's $2,500, $5,000 deductible, max out of pocket of $6,000 and $12,000. This year's increase in premium is 6.86%, which, as I said before, I think that's pretty good as far as these premiums go.
Unfortunately.
So we will now be asking then that, catch up to myself here, the board approve and accept the recommendation of the Healthcare Cost Containment Committee for the healthcare, and also included in this is eye and dental. Eye and dental have no increases coverage for 2026. Is there someone willing to make that motion?
I will.
Moved by Clerk Squires. Support? Support. Support by Trustee Osling. Any further discussion, board? Hearing none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 Opposed, the same. Motion carries. Thank you very much. All right, number 6, we are in need of reappointing a couple of our Gerrish Township representatives on the Roscommon Area District Library Board. One of our young ladies is in the office there, in the audience. Larice Tanner, if you could stand up and take a bow.
Yay.
Larice, thank you for coming tonight.
Yeah.
And I didn't know whether Martha was going to get or not, but
Wasn't.
do you know, Larice?
Yes. Received an email, I showed it to her, she said she didn't receive one, but she did know about it, so she must have decided not.
Yeah. And with
Okay.
the weather like it was, yeah.
Yep. All right. Very good. So I would entertain them.
Day on.
These are 2-year terms.
Yeah.
And they both currently serve for us and do a wonderful job and keep us informed of the activities of the Roscommon Area District Library and representing Gerrish Township. Michelle?
I just wanted to say that I did tell her that she didn't have to come tonight. It wasn't something
Okay.
to get her reappointed for the next 2 years.
Very good.
Oh, the library.
And they love both you ladies.
Ever been in the library or used the library, you're missing a whole lot. They do so much for the whole community.
Yeah.
And the children, it's amazing.
It is, and we're thankful for it. Thankful for you.
Library
And
is.
what you do.
It's a great asset in our community.
It is. Wonderful. Thank you,
Thank
Larice.
you, Larice.
So, without further ado then, I would entertain a motion that the board approve Larice Tanner and Martha Clapp as Gerrish Township representatives to the Roscommon Area District Library Board for 2-year terms respectively, the term of service from January 1, 26 to December 31st of 27. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Treasurer Anderson. Do we have support?
I'll support.
Support Clerk Squires. Any further discussion?
Thank you.
All right, hearing none. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, pose the same, motion carries. Thank you again. Really appreciate that, Larice. Appreciate your efforts.
We knew you would.
Library lot.
Oh, yeah.
You were there
Great
anyways,
things.
right?
Yep.
You might as well have a say in things. You were there anyways.
Yeah, I've given some presentations there over the years, and that's a really nice group of folks in the
Yeah.
audience there that always seem to show up in there. They fill that room, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Larice. All right, we're into number 9 or step 7, excuse me. This is the Westwood Court. I sent you all a message. Mr. Ernie Price from 217 Westwood Court had about 3 different issues over the last few years, and one of them was a very archaic a no exit sign, which I
Didn't even
gave.
tell what it said.
I couldn't even tell what it says. It's in real need of the dead end sign, which then becomes our responsibility, but we have to send a road commission a letter that we want them to
Do
go
that.
ahead and do that.
We pass out.
And so is there any board members have any questions and me to refresh yourself at all from Thursday? All right, very good.
Trying to read the sign right now. It's.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, you can't.
Good luck.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
it's bad. So I would entertain a motion, the board authorize the Roscommon County Road Commission to replace a dead end sign at the corner of County Road 200 and Westwood Court, accordingly signifying a dead end on Westwood Court. We want to make that motion.
So moved.
Okay, I'll support it. I guess I can do
You
that.
could do that.
Support it. Any further discussion, board? Hearing none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
I
Opposed, the same. That motion carries. Thank you, Michelle. You'll follow through with that
can
letter.
do that. Yes, sir.
Outstanding, thank you. Number 8 was the 2026 Eagle Watershed Grant application, what was due today, I believe, this morning,
It's
right?
actually due tomorrow, but.
Tomorrow? Yeah, it's tonight,
Yeah.
today's tonight, okay. But, so I need the formal board authorization to sign on behalf of the township board for an application for the 2026 Eagle Watershed Grant application for up to $40,000 with no match money required for the needs of the health of Higgins Lake as articulated in the grant.
I make that motion.
You're making the motion?
Yep.
Second.
Second, Treasurer Anderson?
Beat you.
Jim, you're shaking your head.
No, It's all getting done here. That's all.
Yeah, let's get done. It's all right. Just stay out of the way, right? That's what they say, stay out of the way. All right, we've
All
got a
in
motion
favor.
and we got a second.
Yeah.
And any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
I
Aye.
don't.
Opposed, same. Motion carries. I will get that. I will do that.
Yeah.
Okay, that was Mr. Price.
Take
That was
one.
that.
We added on the.
And now we're have another add-on here, or the add-on, which is the well repair at the station.
Yeah.
So we received late in the game from Thursday. It was after that. I think Friday morning, she came into the office, Chief Gilliam. They've been having problems with the well pump kicking on and off every few minutes. Had a pressure switch go bad on one of the tanks repaired in previous years. And she had the well company out, and it looks like both tanks need to be replaced along with a second pressure switch. And she provided you all with a quote. And the quote is $5,380. Most of the expenses in the 2 FL30 tanks. So she was indicating that she needed a motion to approve the repair at the December 9th board meeting due to the cost being above. So I would make a motion that we authorize Clerk Gilliam to
Clerk, she's a chief.
clerk, God.
Good Lord.
Chief Gilliam, you got demoted.
She's in here.
Unless you want to
Lucky
take
she's
on
under
the
the weather.
political face there. Yeah. Chief Gilliam, there you are. Authorize Chief Gilliam for the expenditure that does exceed or 5,000 in the amount of 5,000, up to $5,380 for the infrastructure repair of the well tanks out at Station 3. I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Second by Treasurer Anderson. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. That motion carries. That concludes the new business on the agenda. We're now to the second session, which is the public comment section. And so now if any member of the public would like to make a comment, you may do so. Just raise your hand if you're in the audience or you're on. Come on up, Commissioner Kim Morley. I don't know, you get to be a guest star here.
They get to,
Yeah.
I'll ding you, right?
That's the only place I am. Thank you very much.
I hope you feel well.
I do.
Okay, very good.
Absolutely.
Floor is yours.
Thank you. I will, just a few updates. One of the committees I serve on is the Central Michigan District Health Department. And so recently there was some additions from our state government to expand what was done during the child tax credit. So there's a program called RX Kids, and it's a prenatal and infant cash program. It started in Flint. This legislation just put a whole bunch more money, there's tons of money invested into it now extra. So Roscommon and Clare are the two new counties that will be added to this program. So there was a big kickoff at the elementary and there was a press release on it and it was in the paper, but I wanted people to know that the program is for pregnant women. You'll get $1,500 after you enroll, and your child will get $500 for the first 6 months of life when you enroll. There are no strings. There is no requirement on how you spend that money. So they believe that if you have less financial stress, then you have a healthier baby, you have a less stressed mom and family, and that apparently, according to a lot of their studies and research, that there's a big improvement in our low birth rates as well. So we did the presentation. We did ask for them to come back 1 year later, even though there will be some data on their website, but to really bring that to light and share with all of us in our county how many people have enrolled, what are the success rates, and things like that. They do ask questions because you know me, I want to know where the money's spent, but they can't make somebody answer a question about how did you use the $1,500 or whatever. But they do get some people who voluntarily, put that down. A lot of that's diapers. Some of it in our rural areas is even for transportation for their doctor appointments.
We do have some information out on it.
Good.
Actually, I threw some on the table and then we've got a poster out there in the flyer.
Nice.
Flyers out front.
It is really designed for communities of need, which we do know our community does have need. So I just want to make sure we made a commitment as commissioners to make sure we tell people and get that message spread. So as many people as can take advantage of it.
Is this in your coffers that they send it
No,
to the state, to the county, or is this a
No.
state managed program?
State managed.
Okay.
Yep. Goes directly to the person.
counties.
Yep.
So it came out of state budget.
Yeah,
It
they're
did.
low-income counties.
Mm-hmm.
Started in Flint.
Thank you.
You bet. The next piece is there's been some discussion around economic development. As many of you may know, the village has been quite involved with a lot of economic development. There will be some change of hands in the village of who might be overseeing that going forward. But I think the biggest discussion today is really the county does not have economic development today anymore. So the pushback is, number one, why? And that's always been apparently money from when that got put away or taken off the budget. So there was a presentation to the board by Brenda from Michigan Works and the Economic Development Group. with a request that maybe the county would match what the townships would do if the townships would give $1 per every like resident, then we would match it. That maybe they would have a budget to move forward. So the outcome of that meeting was I suggested that they go and talk to all the townships and they did. They went to the Roscommon Township Association or Township Association and presented that. There was quite a bit of discussion about that. It went pretty far, which is great. So I think if I've heard correctly, they're going to have more conversation with the townships because I think this is not just a township issue. I have been very vocal about that. This is a county issue. Once again, we use resources, money, time, and people in very different areas for all the same thing, basically. So my request from a commissioner perspective was to say, if we could get a presentation of what that real vision really is and what that looks like for the whole county, and every township says, I'm in. I think that that is what we want economic development to look like in our county. I don't think it's just our job to make that call. I think it is a collective impact call on what we want that to look
But
like.
you're not talking about this upcoming year. Your budget for the
2026
county
budget's
is
done.
and
Yeah.
It doesn't include that.
It does not include
So
that.
it's something that can continue to be addressed as far as.
Where
Absolutely.
does this resident count come from?
I do not know that.
Township.
That was a recommendation from them. You may want to ask Brenda or one of them. They did not explain how that would be calculated.
Okay.
I do believe it is something that we need to be looking at going forward. I know it's something we can't tackle and all on our own today, but I do believe if we would all pull our heads together and figure out what does that really look like? There is going to be differences. We heard it in the RTA meeting. Some townships want only recreation things, parks. They don't want growth. They don't want housing. There are others that will. What does that look like for the county so we can do grants collectively, we can put resources collectively. If we need an economic development director, how do we all pull that together so that we have one vision going forward? So I don't know where that'll go, but I just wanted to share with you where my thoughts were and what I'm trying to help them do before it comes back to our board. Question?
Where the money went, it was there before, what happened to the program from before?
Well, it really wasn't a program. There was some money in there and I wasn't there before that, Jim, so I can't tell you exactly where all that was spent.
Line item, but with no program, just a.
I think it was used until money was gone on whatever that board felt needed to be done. There has been some discrepancy, huh?
What money?
Economic
The
development.
economic development. There was
There used to be
money
They
in the
They had
budget
a budget in
for the person.
historic-
Yeah, you may know more, Jim.
Well, Rosalie Myers worked
Mhm.
many years as the economic development person at part-time
Mm-hmm.
and she got paid for part-time,
Right.
but the expectation of her being there more than really what she was getting paid for, she was really
Yeah.
undervalued. And, and I'm very active in the village of Roscommon.
You are.
I've been on the DDA since 1990 when it started. And we made a cognizant decision to focus more on economic development and a little bit less on infrastructure,
Right.
which you could see in the village, it's paid off.
Absolutely.
But the concept of doing the 12 townships to get them all together and in equal share or, based on population is the same issue. Some township, I consider our township a little bit progressive because we have a fire and department, we have a police department, we have some of the amenities that others don't. You go into, let's say, a Savo, Bacchus, Nestor, you don't have necessarily the interest
Mhm.
probably at all in economic development. And I think that will be the challenge. I do think that the only way to get some effect is you're going to have to make an investment.
Mhm.
And the county has not been ever, since the years I've been
Really?
involved with
Okay.
the county,
Good to know.
has never prioritized economic development
Right.
high enough. And the other concept that everybody has to consider is that historically there's been this competition a little bit between, let's say, Roscommon and Holt Lake,
Mhm.
fighting over where the county building is going to be, the health department, and so on. And you got to get past that because a win for anybody in the county is a win for everybody in the county, because if you get a development, let's say it's in Denton Township, it still has some benefits to Gerrish from somehow, but it's
Right.
better for the county as a whole. And that's a stigma that you're gonna
It
have to
is.
get past
Right.
or get, you know, so, yeah, they might learn something from seeing what we did with the village, because hiring originally, well, Dan Scow was in there and Imperialis, and he's stepping down. There's gonna be somebody else coming along, but we had to make the investment to do it.
And I think you're absolutely correct. It has to be an investment. I think for the county to try to bring that back into a budget this is my first year. So last year, the commitment from the prior board was the biggest thing was to get the fund balance to that 18%. We were very low. We needed to do that. Okay. This year, our commitment has been to bring our wages and our benefits better for our employees, because now we've fallen far behind those that are around us. And as you guys talk about when you're filling police departments and things like that, if you're not there, you're losing them to other areas. So that was this year's commitment, and to still stay financially solvable. So I don't know what next year's full commitment will be, but I believe in my next three, we've only got 3 more years in this term. Where does this fit? And if from a county, if we don't see what that looks like as a whole, and not the village doing one thing, that group do one thing, all the groups are fighting for grants or fighting for resources. What does it look like if we're going to contribute? What does that look like as a whole vision, a whole picture? I think, maybe I'm wrong, I'm only one of 5. Would that help the commissioners say, this is something we could be on, and let's contribute and let's be a part of that? I just don't know.
If you wanted to compare, use percentages or do a pie chart of where your county's money going
Yeah.
and compare it to other municipalities and see how skinny that sliver is, because your economic development is such a small sliver, it doesn't even show up on a graph.
Yeah,
That's
probably
how
not.
small it is.
Yeah,
Your-
especially when they didn't pay full-time benefits and wages
No,
either.
it's just,
Yeah.
you can't expect to grow a garden without putting seeds and taking care of it.
And you can't expect that to be done on just one person for a
No.
part-time job. I mean, it's not doable, I don't think. So it may not be the right approach. There might be more we need to do, but the fact that it continues to come forward, and it's so important for our whole county, I really want to make sure that if it's coming back before the board, it's not thrown at them at a point where they go, no, oh, okay. That needs to be worked on, and it needs to be given information and shared. So if I can do that and help that move forward, then that's what I'd like to do on that. So
Very good.
we did all our union contracts are done now. Tomorrow's meeting is special just to do any final questions about our 2026 budget. It will be approved on the 17th, or not, whatever. It goes to vote on the 17th. So we're almost done with that piece. We also opted out of Public Act 152 again, and to benefit our employees with the type of plans we can offer them. So last but not least, I will be traveling quite a bit December 18th after that last meeting through February 15th, 16th. But I will send email updates to you if I have things to share with your board. If I'm not here, if I'm not back in town for an evening meeting, then I just at least want to keep you updated. And you can always send me emails if you want me to send stuff or address things to the commissioners. It's not like I'm out of pocket. I may just not be here physically. So just want to let you know. Any questions or things you'd like me to take to the board?
Board? Not seeing any. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Kim.
Thanks, Ken.
Thank you very much. Any other public comment? All right, not seeing any.
I would like to say something if that's okay.
Yes.
Wow,
let's
hello.
speak for Donald.
Hi there. Yes, hi. My name is Lori Andrews. I just want to, commend the people who valiantly opposed the step system and won this battle after years and years of endless volunteering and contributing money that they really didn't have to give, but they gave anyway. I know a lady who actually had to donate her blood for her prescription medication just so she could donate to this cause. And those people opposed 2 local governments and most of the affluent people in the community to defend their neighbors' homes and their homes so that they would have something to pass on to their children and their grandchildren. And they were under enormous pressure, and they opposed great odds, and they won. And since no one is commending them, I just thought that I would do that. So I want to thank all those people. And that's all I have to say.
Very good. Thank you, Lori. Anybody else? All right, not seeing anything. Mary Jo, any announcement for you?
No, but Merry Christmas to everybody as it approaches.
Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Clerk
okay,
Squire.
Happy New Year, yeah.
Our offices are gonna be closed.
All out on the calendar. Yep.
Yes, please follow the calendar. Um, and during that time of closure, I know that Jim's office is gonna be open on the 29th,
30th.
30th. See, shouldn't even be saying anything.
Statutorily, we have to be open. on
Yes,
the 30th,
yes,
For tax.
Or one of
Yes.
those days
yes,
till 5 o'clock.
yes. So that's not my thing to tell, is it?
Okay.
No, I don't have anything else.
Jim Osley.
The Health of Higgins Lake committees continue to meet and, they're working on some good stuff as they have been, so nothing in addition to that to report those. All's good.
Okay, very good. And Jim Anders.
Pay your taxes. We now are doing dog licenses if you want to come in here instead of going to the vet or wherever you go to get them. And as Michelle said, we will be, even though the township would be closed during that time between Christmas and New Year's, I think, whole week or part of
Yes,
the week.
yes, close.
The 30th, our office will be open to allow people to pay their taxes in person before the 31st of December. And just, you can always pay online, and there's also a drop box outside the door that you can utilize. And then the last thing, I don't know if you're going to talk about, the STR ordinances draft A4 is now available online.
Yep,
And
we're still out,
there'll be a public hearing coming up. So we'll be taking any comments or criticisms or whatever you want to throw out there.
Yep, that'll be a January 6th. When we get back from the holidays, there'll be a public hearing there on A.4. And I know we've already received a few comments or whatever there, which certainly have called our attentions to a couple things in it that, that look like they may have to be adjusted.
Yeah.
So listen, that's what these drafts are for, is to adjust and get it done in a proper fashion, and not to rush. The January 16th board, we will be discussing everything that we've heard in the listening of the public comments. And I would urge all board members that while you're on your Christmas vacation, it is some good reading for you.
Yep.
True reading, A.4, and start highlighting the things that you have concerns about as well. So that after the first of the year, we can take a look at this and make the adjustments. I don't think there would be any adjustments if we made them, would have to go back to our attorney. So I think it's something we could, consider all around. So please, board members, take the time and also digest this thing. You read the words, and then you got to reread it. And, in true fashion, when you do take it to an attorney, that's what you get, a little bit longer document with a little bit more verbiage. So, and for myself, I will, board members, I'll be gone on vacation, leaving the 19th of December. And
Tropical.
yes. And what will I have? Do I have?
You have nothing, no
I have
phone
nothing.
service, no email service. Yep.
Phone, no text.
Yeah.
I have no phone, no text. So, all right. All right.
He is spoken.
Oh, yes.
Anywho,
So
okay,
glad to
well,
hear.
then, hearing nothing more, then I would take a motion to adjourn this meeting this evening at 7:49 hours. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Treasurer Anderson. Support trustee Osling. Any further discussion about the wisdom of leaving? All right. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Same, motion carried.